Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Misa back again with another garden update. Today we have garden update week number 21. And here's a glimpse of everything that we've got so far. Today I'm behind the camera. I got a lot of stuff to show you guys. We need to talk about what happened here. But first, let's start off by talking about the broccoli, which has gotten a little taller. Definitely looking really cool. I actually had no idea broccoli looked like this. I might need to do a little bit more research on this, make sure this is growing like it should. I actually haven't really looked further into it, but I probably will throughout the holiday break and research more, make sure broccoli is supposed to grow like this, because if the broccoli flowers, then you can't eat it. If it bolts, then it's not edible anymore. So I'm just making sure that I'm taking care of it like I should, and that way we can eat it. If we can't eat it because it looks like this, then there's no point in waiting. We'll just have to take it out and put something in here. But overall, it's gotten really big even from last week. Here's the other one. It's kind of smaller, but it's slowly catching up. Moving on up, we have the bucket with some cilantro. The cilantro is back. It's gotten a lot bigger. We haven't harvested any, but it's super tall now. We could probably cut it again, and we'll get the cilantro back probably one more time for sure. Maybe one more time after that. So for a total of three times for sure, I think we can get two for sure. Four might be pushing it, but we'll see. We'll cut it up again and see what it looks like. Over here, we can move on to the romaine lettuce. Let me just move the cherry tomatoes, which have gotten really large. Kind of started to cover up the romaine lettuce, but here it is under the cherry tomatoes. They've kind of made an arch around it, but here it is. It's looking really nice. Here's the spinach. We just pick at the spinach when we come out here and just eat them. And this spinach is looking really awesome. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit here. Maybe get, yeah, look at that. The stem right here at the bottom, the base of the lettuce is looking awesome. Can't wait to be. It's really strong, really supported. Look at these leaves; they're starting to look like real romaine lettuce leaves, which is awesome. I think we could actually harvest this and eat it as a baby romaine, like I've said a couple of times now. But I want to see how big we can get it, and maybe we can do the cut and come again method, where we can cut these leaves at a specific like height and avoid cutting what's called the crown on the inside. I'll have to move the cherry tomato, but there's like a little very sensitive piece inside of the actual romaine lettuce called the crown, and if that gets damaged, it won't produce any more leaves. So we'll either have to cut the whole thing out and enjoy it, or try to do the cut and come again method. But yeah, next we can talk about the very large cherry tomato. There's a lot more branches with a lot more cherry tomatoes coming out. Like for example, this one right here, it's got some coming out. There's a branch, many branches that have giant cherry tomatoes on them, like this one right here. Check that out. Let me zoom in here. Check that out. We just have to wait for these to get more ripe. Look at this big one right here. See if I can get it on the camera. Right here. Look at that. That's looking awesome. And speaking of cherry tomatoes, let's talk about what happened here for a little bit. This cherry tomato, as you can remember, is the cherry tomato that my wife saved and transplanted. But it kept, remember, I had a little paddle down there, like a little rake, holding it upright. The cherry tomato got big and heavy, and it actually fell over and bent over the bucket on the floor. And I don't know if you can tell, but here is the bend. Right here is the bend. It didn't actually break off. Those fibers are still there. It's been healing. This happened about 5 days ago, maybe 6 days ago. And if it had been worse, the plant, the top half would probably be dead by now. But the leaves are still green, the flowers are still yellow, so that's a good sign. I ended up supporting the bottom a little. There's some nice just paracord right there. Oh, and there's some more right here, right there, oops, right here as well, and another one at the top. And I just supported it in three places. And this poster that I found is supporting it really nicely. In fact, I think it's gotten a little taller, so it's actually not doing too bad. We're keeping a close eye on it. I'm gonna water everything before I head out for the holiday vacation. But yeah, and as I promised last week, we're gonna try and pull out one of these green onions here. Let me see. Bear with me here. Let me find a good one. See, I don't know. How about this, maybe? Let me just try to dig my fingers around in here. I don't think this is ready, but I did promise we're gonna pull one out. So let me do that. Okay, this is what came out. I don't actually know if it's ready. I don't think actually the whole thing came out, but this is kind of what it's looking like. I have tried one of these before. They're very strong of onion. In fact, it's very strong. I can smell it right, even from right here to my nose. It's very strong. It smells like onion, so it smells really good. I'm not gonna eat it right now because, like I said, it's very strong. But like I said, we're just waiting for everything to get thicker at this point. I think the height is there, like I said last week, but the thickness of these stalks isn't quite there yet. So for right now, we're gonna water everything. Let me just give you guys a quick glimpse of everything. Here's a cherry tomato, the broccoli, the cilantro that came out again. We got the romaine lettuce down here, right here, and some more spinach. The other cherry tomato, which is an extra care right now, making sure everything is good with it. And lastly, the green onions. Everything's doing really good. We're gonna water tonight and hope everything is well. We'll keep you guys updated. Thank you so much for watching this week 21 garden update, and happy holidays. Bye.